blaze. Blaze. Get blaze. Get blazed. Blaze. Get blazed. What is up, everybody? Hello. Got my proof cam up here. We're going to talk to that here in a minute. Glad to see you. What is happening? How you doing? Really short notice for this live. I figure if I want to be someone who wants to help the community and keep people up to date, I got to live up to that. And I'm going to do that here today, because patch 103 dropped. There's a couple things that I wanted to say about the patch, and just a preface, some of the things that we deal with as far as creators. Now, if you're just joining me, and I did tag some of the people that I follow on Twitter, X, that are content creators that keep me up to date with what's going on with the video game, and I appreciate them. So people like Game Volt, Mumin, Defract, Dre Gaming, and Vince McSham, those guys always on top of it. So I figured I'd tag them, and we're going to talk about the patch notes, which couple things about the game. It's very similar to the games we've had in the past, the 22, the 23, and even a lot of similarities back to 14 and 15 with this game that we've talked about. So the problems that get fixed, sometimes the fixes cause more problems. And we've had several people in the community that have lost all their data after a patch, or some kind of glitch or crash. So I started the hashtag when this game came out, hashtag wait to create. And I did that because we've seen it happen. We've seen people go all willy-nilly to create right off the bat. And this is coming from someone who doesn't play the game. I am a creator. I create, I commentate, and we do a simulation federation. We do our EFED here. So what I wanted to do is try to help everybody possible, because there's so many different ways that people use this game. They play it, they stream it, they record it and upload it and all that stuff. So what I wanted to do was go over the patch notes real quick to try to help out anybody out there and explain why the hashtag wait to create I was trying to trend, because I've known for the past 2 games that once they patch the big issues early, it could damage your data or cause other issues, and you got to restart. I know 3 or 4 people that have had these problems in the past, and I don't want to see them have those issues again. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got this information out if I could. Go over the patch notes. Some of the stuff I don't use, but we'll still cover the entire patch notes. And for anybody who has seen patch notes before for the previous games, they're very vague. They don't get into complete detail for a lot of stuff. However, this time there's a couple things I want to point out in these patch notes that could be a great sign for the future. Looking back at 22 and 23 specifically, the 2 latest games, we didn't see patches for creations for a while. I know there were things that we were pulling out as issues and letting people know, but we were waiting patch after patch after patch, and they weren't touching creations very much. Obviously, I am one of those guys to give the benefit of the doubt. I would expect they're going to patch the biggest problems first, the crashes, a lot of the glitching. But with a lot of the stuff that we got with the game, I was hoping that some of the big issues got fixed in the opening day first patch we got the other day. And then obviously today with the full game release, we got another patch. So we're at 1.03. Some of the features that I've heard issues with were creating arenas, logos not going big enough to cover the area. Also in mainly create an arena was that issue. In create a wrestler, there was a logo limit where when you're using duplicate logos and stuff, it was still using your points. So like a lot of people are saying, I can only put 16 images on my wrestler. And if you guys know the EFED community, some people have 30 or 20 or more images. Before we get into the patch notes, I want to welcome everybody. Sarah Slayer is here. Good to see Sarah. Jesse Jackhammer. Excuse me, I'm still waking up. Wrestling Mama's in the house. Logan is here. We got LD. James Money. So Triple Beat had an issue with PC where he had lost some of his data, but he has been wait to create. So didn't lose too much data. He's been streaming a lot too, testing out things, same as I have. Numerous hours of streaming just to test out custom matches, universe mode, and the creation suite are the main things that we've been testing out. And so far, not bad. Not bad. I mean, it has been worse. There's Timothy in the building. Matt is in the house as well. And yes, I mean, I got that little thing. It's not trending or a big deal. And a lot of people rushing to create. And I've seen it happen the last 2 games. People create 10 or 15 characters, a couple arenas. And the next thing you know, one big patch takes out everything. And it sucks to have happened to some people. I'm hoping you don't have to deal with that this time around. And if I could reach out and send information, maybe some other people would realize that maybe waiting isn't that bad of a deal. I've seen a lot of people now. Why listen to Blaze? He's just some schmuck that has, not even 3,000 followers. I get it. I get it. But I'm also someone who's been studying this game on the creation level for 7 years. And my goal is to help other people. Azrael, good to see you. He lost all of his save data, all the unlocks too. Oh, see, because Triple B plays the game. So he goes through My Rise. He just started My Rise. He went through the WrestleMania showcase. Everybody wake up. Everybody give yourself a nice stretch and wake up. So that's what I mean. Even those, I don't need the unlockables. I don't use the unlockables. I do custom everything. But for those who play out there, we're going to go over all the notes for this patch. And it won't be the last patch, and there'll be more issues. Hopefully this patch doesn't cause more issues on top of it. Yeah, and that's what we've seen, LD, several times. But, and a lot of people, even the big content creators and people in our circle, they're just firing away all these creations. The one thing I told everybody, if you start to create, upload your stuff to community creations just so your creation doesn't get deleted. If you lose everything, you can always re-download it. But if there's a fix to something specific, then you re-download it. It corrupts your data. So it's better safe than sorry when it comes to me. That's and not risking it is what I'm talking about. But don't listen to Blaze. What does Blaze know? He's just some schmuck. And I'm never telling anybody how they should run their companies or what to do. But this is something we have experienced, and I've had many people experience it. I've had little issues in the past with glitches and crashes. Like on 23, you want me to stretch out again? Here we go. On 23, I still can't upload anything. If I go to upload something, and I'll even show you here. I'll show you here on the game. But every time I go to upload something on 23, it crashes. So there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm hoping to get into 24 a little more. Let's go over the patch notes. I got my little side camera here where I'm going to show some proof of the fixes. One specific fix that I can prove real quick. Yeah, entrances. I still haven't seen. Let's go over the patch notes while we're here and check it out. So this is right off of support.2k.com. And you'll see here, we're going to go over, I'm going to read them all. Trying to make it as big as possible so you guys can see these also. General fixes address reported concerns that a crash might occur when selecting any of the options within community creations. That's a huge sign right there. Like I just said, in previous games, we had to wait a long time before we got fixes for creations. Leo Angel, good to see you. But right off the bat, the first crash fix is for community creations. Xbox, I think, was having the biggest problem. They couldn't even get into community creations without it crashing. So hopefully that takes care of the Xbox users out there. They don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's see what else we got here. Let's back up here. Addressed reported concerns related to all attires for Bianca Belair. So they're getting specific ones for issues with hair. Address reported concerns related to Chyna's hair misbehaving. Address reported concerns. I'm still going. Related to the Ivy Nile 2 taunt. And it looks like 2K might be waking up too to help some of us creators out there. And the reversal for the elevated triangle choke. Good. General creations. This one, most importantly, the Xbox users couldn't even get into community creations. I saw a lot on my Twitter X timeline. Online, made improvements to the War Games online experience. I don't play online. I don't play the game at all. I'm all creations. But for those playing online, that's a good fix. Address reported concerns related to a possible desync when props would collide. Okay, fair enough. I haven't seen that one, but that's an online issue again. So glad they're also working on online content. Here we go. Now we get into the nitty gritty. Create a superstar. I just talked about it. Um, they were limiting how many images, custom images you can put on a create a wrestler, which, as a lot of you know, some people put tons of images on their creations, and that's to make them unique, to make them individualized for their character. All right, we got addressed reported concerns related to the reuse of the same image on a superstar counting against the image total. Now, does that mean there's still an image total? You still might not be able to put as many images on there. We'll find out. Like I said, a lot of these are always pretty vague. They don't get into big detail about the fix, but they do tell you they fixed it, and that's a good thing. Hey, welcome to the wake up show. And Creighton Arena, improved image resizing. And once again, these are the two that I was most worried about. I was hoping they would fix. And now to see them fixed on the first full release game patch, that speaks volumes that they are paying attention to creators out there they're doing a lot of creations. But I wanted to go a little further and just show you what we're talking about. So you see the image there. I should go sideways for this. You see the image there. The idea was that you couldn't stretch it all the way across. And that's a 512 by 512 image, pretty much the standard image. And that image right there shows that I have put that logo on there, stretched it out. So I'm going to work on Fantasy Action Wrestling. That's our Time Machine Arena, which I like to use. So that is one image already fixed on the game. Right into it, you can see that you can stretch out the image. Now, if anyone else is having any other issues with creating arena, let me know in the chat, and we'll try to address it. I don't know if the same errors were happening on the Titantron and stuff like that, but the image looks like it's fixed. What's up, Bobby? Good to see you, Beantown Breakdown in the building. Shout out to you. Good to see you, Bobby. Hope everything's good. Hot Fire Rose is here too. Good to see you. We got a nice little crowd. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to start up 23 to show you my other issue that I've had. And I'm going to mute it so I don't get any copyright. But let's go over the rest of the stuff. That is probably, if I could highlight anything, those two right there were the main concerns that people were having with Create a Superstar and Create an Arena. Universe mode, various stability improvements. I mean, I'm glad they're working on it. I'm going to Mania, Bobby. I am going. I'll be there for night 2. I'm actually flying into Philadelphia night 1 and hopefully meeting up with Mitch and some of the Hardcore Sports Network boys and some people on night 2 as well. So if I can scalp a ticket after the show starts night 1, I might go to night 1 as well. But great to see you there. All right. So what else did we get as far as patches? We got Joker in the house. Good to see you, my friend. But let me show you my other, before we get back into the patches. Let me show you my other issue. This is what happens. This is 2K23. All right. Why is it blank? It was working a second ago. Let's try leaving the studio and coming back. Oh. All right, here we go. So 2K23, and just so you guys all know, Community Creations. Let's see if I can. It's hard to hold this at the same time here. 2K23 community creations. So I go into community creations. I go to uploads. This is where I would upload one of my images. I would upload a character, an arena, a championship belt. Like I created Leo Angel not too long ago. I created his character for him, a loyal follower of the channel. Been stopping in plenty of time. So I created his character, and people wanted his character for other shows. And I said, one problem. Here's what happens when I press upload. Watch it work right now. When I press upload, here's what happens. And this is what I've been dealing with for a while. I cannot upload anything. Boom. There's that horrible screen that we hate to see. So that's what happens anytime I try to upload something on 23. So anything that I've created, I cannot upload. I've reported this problem a gazillion times. Nothing's happening. It still doesn't work. So that's just one of the issues that I'm kind of talking about. It's going to restrict you from doing things that you should be able to do with the game. And yes, that gets the wah-wah. So I can't upload anything, but in 24 I can, so that's a good thing. So hopefully we'll get more fixes for 24. We won't have to deal with some of this stuff, but let's go through just for other users out there the rest of the fixes. Address reported concerns related to the Backstage Brawl match rules failing to apply when entering a game with a custom arena. How is it a custom arena for Backstage Brawl? I'm a little confused. Oh, in universe mode, if you put Backstage Brawl as a, okay, and this is for us creators again. So if you're in universe mode and you use a custom arena for your universe show, and you have a Backstage Brawl segment planned for that show, apparently the rules weren't working because you can set up to, you can put 4 people in Backstage Brawl now, set it for pinfall or submission instead of only knockout. So once again, that's a great fix for creators. And I'll keep reminding you, like I said earlier, the beginning we had to wait a really long time to get fixes for creators. And for them right off the bat here to be giving us fixes for creations in one of the first major patch, because we had the day 1 patch. That sounds like custom shows having images. Having issues. Yeah. They rush. Yeah, definitely. The blue screen reminds you of 20. Yeah, we got a lot of those in 20. So that's what it is. I mean, if you have a custom arena, custom show in universe mode and using the Backstage Brawl, it wasn't working, but they fixed it. Good, because I probably would have tried that, and if it would have broke, I'd have been pissed. Next up, my faction. I don't play it, never would, never will, but for those that do, addressed reported concerns related to incorrect match objections. Sounds like an important one. Addressed reported concerns related to the inability to purchase a defeated boss card. Oh, shit. I'd be pissed at that one. If you go all the way through defeat a boss and you don't get the card for defeating them. So, good fix. Addressed reported concerns related to signature blockbuster failing to complete autograph. Okay. Address reported concerns related to the inability to go into active faction if lineup does not have required open slots. Okay. Improve stability when viewing the leaderboards. Addressed reported concerns related to going into ranked play after activating an activity card. And addressed reported concerns related to the green rectangle that would display on top of the boss card. Now, some people say that's not a lot of fixes. There's a lot more problems. But once again, let's go back. This, I believe, is a sign of a good thing for the future. If they're already hitting on creations, hopefully they'll be on top of any big issues we may have later on. Hopefully we don't have any. But this one, The crashes for the Xbox users and anybody trying to get into community creations, that's huge. And then I will highlight these two once again. From my research, seeing on Twitter and in the complaints and everyone posting stuff about what can they, shout out to Defract on Twitter, started a thread with people just posting all their issues, things they're encountering, and he would report and make sure they were reported to 2K. So the image resizing fixing, which I showed you, and the superstar image. Is it safe to create now? Maybe a little more safe than it was yesterday. Will I wait longer to create? I'm probably going to do an arena and maybe a character, but base character to see how this patch reacts before I go real heavy into creations. What's up, Judd? Good to see you. Welcome to the show here. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. This will be a very short show compared to what I normally do when I go live. But I figured this is pretty good information, stuff we should be carrying. We got 7 likes. We got 16 here. If you guys can hit that like button, get us over double digits at least, that'd be great. But I just wanted to get this information out as quickly as possible to as many people as I could. This community, to have 16, 15 people in here right off the bat's pretty cool. Maybe some people will see it when they get off of work and come and watch it when they see that it's just about a half an hour stream, not a really long one. But this Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be back to stream another Get Blaze podcast. That'll be more in depth about this and everything we've been encountering. I know Odds and Triple Beat are going to join me again. They've been testing things out. I call us the 3 Cosketeers. But this was a quick update. I wanted to cover the patch notes more than just sending it out so people can come in and literally see that the image in Create an Arena resizing is fixed. And more so than anything, the fact that this, I believe, and I could be wrong, is a sign that things will be fixed a little quicker and more with the creation-based stuff, which, like I said before, we had to wait really long to get creation stuff fixed in the past games. So 2K, I'll give you a little clap for today, at least arranging, taking care of some of the stuff. There's some problems with beards and stuff that I saw. People were having issues with beards. People were having issues with the transparency where if you put lettering on the front, it bleeds through the back of a character. So there's other things that still need patched or may never get patched. We don't know. But if you know, keep sending your information on Twitter, wherever you can, the 2K Discord server, anything you can to get that in. I'm ready for my day now. I'm going to create 35 characters and 25 arenas and all 10 of my title belts now. I don't know if anyone's experiencing any issues with Create a Championship. Haven't heard about that yet. But overall, the new features of the game I'm enjoying. I won't use them that much. I'm kind of disappointed that Universe Mode is pretty much the same. You can have title matches for Rumbles and stuff like that, double title matches in Universe Mode, which are good. But a lot of the stuff is the same. A lot of the stuff is the same with the creation end and universe end. So, I mean, as long as it's improved from before, and we'll talk, like I said, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, I am going to drop the link here for that show. And what you guys can do, just go into this link, and there's a little button that says notify me. Click that notify me button so you make sure you know when it's live. And that's this Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will get more in depth into all the, I don't want to say issues, all the new features we have in the game, what we've experienced so far, what we're testing. I know other people who've done Showcase and My Rise. I want to hear from them because I don't play the game. I just create. So I want to hear more from people like that. We may have other people come on and share their thoughts of the game so far. Very similar to 23, 2K23, 2K24. Yes, the graphics are better. Yes, we got new match types. Gauntlet is amazing. We'll get into all that Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. My eFed will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern, and then Sunday around the same time, we have a show, and then Sunday night, we will bring you the Get Blaze podcast, just like this, back again. We're going to talk about the game, get more in-depth, cover this patch again, maybe another patch by that day. Who knows? But that's all I had for today. I just wanted to cover everything in patch 1.03 for you guys out there that use 2K24. And fingers, toes, eyes crossed, all that good stuff. Let's hope for the best. And I always say, and I said it before, I want to discuss the game without getting disgusted. And that's kind of tough for us, mainly creators, because of the things we have to deal with. But make sure you share this out. Hit the thumbs up. Hopefully we get a couple more thumbs before we have. Or I can be like Mitch and say, I have no words. And then talk a bunch of words, like, because I have words. That's all I have for today. For this short little stream, just talking about the patch notes. And can't wait to get Mitch's character to join the eFed so we can beat his ass as well. We got 12 likes on here. That's awesome. Share it out. I mean, I want to get this information out to as many people as we can to help them to know. It looks like they are checking out creations and us creators a little more and fixing things that we use. So happy creating, lucky creating, good luck. I still say wait to create, but now the door is open to start creating a little more. So the wait to create can fall to the wayside a little bit. The two major concerns have been fixed. Hopefully they can touch base on some of the other issues. Man, for them to fix the two biggest issues in creation right off the bat, that's pretty amazing. So at the end of the day, as we always say, I should do it the formal way. Ooh, that all rhymes. Here we go. All right. At the end of the day, 2K may not be perfect. 2K24 is the game for us eFedders, content creators, showrunners, SimFed, all that, because of the photorealism. I mean, the camera options are cool. I love the ramp cam and stuff like that. The ambulance match, the casket match, the gauntlet match, great additions. War Games is still there. So, this is the game that we have had to do workarounds for years. That's never going to change, but let's make the most out of it, and let's use our community to improve each other's products. Everyone does this differently, the eFed world. So let's put unity back into the community here and share the love and keep things going. And I appreciate y'all. And yes, it's not the end of the day. It's only not even 1 p.m. We've got a long day left. So make the most of it while you can. Live every day like it's your last, people. That's what I say. And Sleeping Angel, we'll talk more about that Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. You got it. We will be live to really go over everything with the game. Click on that link. Hit the reminder. Follow me on social media. I'll be sharing out as much information about the game as I can to keep you all informed. Peace and positive vibes. Hit the thumbs up, and I'll see ya in my streams. I love you, people. Stay positive if you can, and don't let it bring you down. Thanks to the Hardcore Sports Network, the Blaze Radio Network, and everybody involved. We out of here. Blaze. Get Blaze. blaze. Get blazed.